Dave Brown here at ringside, and we're ready to go with CWA Championship Wrestling today. Frankie the Thumper Lancaster will be returning. Got a partner with him I think you're going to enjoy watching wrestle, Axel Riggins. Also an update on the Jerry Lawler situation. Dutch Mantell will be here too. Lots of action coming up. We do want you to stay here with us. We'll be back to get it underway in just a moment. Championship Wrestling, what we thought, or who we thought, was Freddie came out and challenged Dirty White Boy to a championship match. Well, Dirty White Boy obliged, climbed into the ring. Take a look at what happened last week with who we thought was Freddie. Oh, Dirty White Boy nails Freddie and knocks him down. Freddie's never been knocked down before that I remember. Not like that anyway by Dirty White Boy. Slam by Dirty White Boy and a cover. 1, 2, and 3. The Dirty White Boy has just defeated Freddie. You are looking at the heavyweight champion. And there is nobody. I just beat this Freddie. Freddie is trying to get the mask off the guy who came in here claiming to be Freddie. Freddie going after the referee now. Boy. Well, as you saw, it turned out to be, of course, an imposter. The real Freddie really mad when he came out because he later was talking to the promoters and said that he had tried to build all of this up, and then this guy comes out and tries to tear it down just in a few seconds there. Freddie was steamed, and he may still be. A few comments from Freddie.
1, 2, the Freddie imposter is you. 1, 2, 3. After this week, the people will see there's only one real Freddie, and that is me.
Freddie, and in the ring right now, Keith Eric, Boss Winter, his manager, is up there with him. Referee is in the ring, and as soon as the Dutchman arrives, we'll be underway. I hear the music. Dutchman shouldn't be too far behind. There he is. That's Shoe Baby. That bullwhip by his side.
Take that stinking whip back to Texas.
Well, he's got the whip here, and he won't be able to use it in the match. It'll be placed out on the turnbuckle. Keith Eric complaining about the presence of Shoe Baby in the corner over there. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Keith Eric going against the Dirty Dutchman out of Oil Trough, Texas. Keith Eric, a real battler. Boy, we have really seen him go strong head-on against tough competition. Battling one of the tough veterans in there today, of course, in Dutch Mantell. Keith. A punch behind the neck. Boss Winter yelling something at Dutch Mantell. Dutch out of the ring. Chasing Boss. Oh, it's too bad the Olympics aren't going on right now. Boss, I think, would have won the 440 right there. Amazing how fast some of these managers can run when they have a power wrestler like Dutch Mantell chasing them. Mantell back in the ring. Headlock on Keith Eric. Dutch fired into the ropes. He came back, though, with a shoulder snap. Does it again, and Keith Eric finds himself on the mat. He had figured on things going otherwise for it. Eric, with a nice move, reversed it on Dutch. He rolled him up, had the shoulders down. Could not hold him for a 3 count in spite of Boss Winters. Boss said he had him for an easy 3 count. Back on their feet, both of them. Keith Eric with a shot to the rib cage to break out of the hole. Dutch had on him, and Keith throws him out of the ring. Boss Winter out to pick him up, but Dutch nails Boss Winter. Look out. Down here on the floor, Boss has been caught by Dutch Mantell. The Dutchman nails him with a right fist. Boss interfering in the situation. And Keith Eric threw Dutch out of the ring. Boss came over and hit him with a right fist, but he paid dearly for it as the Dutchman was able to catch him. Now back in the ring, Dutch Mantell with a right hand. Keith Eric back up on his feet. A short little clothesline as Dutch covers, count of one, but he can't make it stick for a 3 count. Keith Eric. I saw him attack you, boss, but I think there was plenty of provocation. I think fans will agree with me on that. I will call it as we see it, boss, if you don't mind. When it's over, we'll tell them it's over. But I don't think it is quite yet. Keith Eric's brief advantage is no longer an advantage. He finds himself on the mat, victim of an arm bar now, as Dutch Mantell kind of stretches out on him. Eric, good move for Eric. He slides under that bottom rope. That means a break. The referee calls for it. Dutch immediately dropped a hold and moves back away from him. Little over 3 minutes gone in this one. Mantell against Keith Eric. It's been a good match. Look at Eric. Eric came back. He used a fist. He's got Dutch back in the corner. Boss Winter from outside holding Dutch back in the corner while Keith Eric works on him with a right fist. Referee trying to get him to stop using the fist. Boss Winter up on the apron pulling his hair. As the referee turns, Boss Winter backs away. Eric with the headbutt. Yeah, I see it, boss. Mantell in some trouble here as Keith Eric drops down with a forearm and covers. 1, 2. Oh, he can't make it stick for a 3 count. Only a 2 count, and Boss Winter is steamed. He said, hey, you gave him a slow count. He had him beat. Eric fired into the turnbuckles, but moves out of the way. And Dutch runs into the turnbuckles. Eric flips him back in the middle of the ring. Shoulders down for 2, but he only gets a 2 count.
It's been 3 stinking 3 counts. My grandma could have counted.
Only a 2 count. Keith Eric still working on Dutch. He flips him out of the corner. Bars the left arm. Does not go for a cover at this point. Dutch got him with a right hand to the chest. And again, Dutch smacks him. Keith Eric hanging on. We're coming up on the 5-minute mark in this match. 10 minutes, the overall time limit. Keith Eric, Dutch Mantell. It's been a good one. Mantell, the favorite, coming in. Keith Eric has really given him a battle here. Dutchman with the advantage now, however. Eric off the rope. Power slam by Dutch Mantell. He's over to the rope. He springs. He lands on him. He covers. 1, 2, 3. Dutch Mantell comes through with the victory and bails out of the ring and heads for Boss Winter, who goes into the ring, through the ring, out of the ring, and trying his best just to stay away from Dutch Mantell. Don't get behind me.
You saw what I would have done to him if he'd have quit running, too.
Yeah, I saw. Dutch wins it. We'll be back with you with more CWA action.
Michael St. John for CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night in Evansville. What a card. Triple main event action. Hot and heavy. Listen to this. Axel Riggins and Frankie Lancaster open up against the New York Brawler and Kevin Dillinger. Bill Superstar Dundee will meet a tough newcomer, Hoss Deaton. The Wild Side Chris Champion will take on RPM Mike Davis. A little bit later on this television program, you'll see why this match has been signed for Evansville Wednesday night. It's the mask versus mask. There must be a winner. The loser will unmask in the ring. Freddie will take on the imposter Freddie. Evansville Wednesday night. Plus, the World Unified Heavyweight Championship. Soul Taker puts his newfound belt on the line against the Rock and Roll Express's own Ricky Morton. Then the main event, the Battle of the Dirties. The whips will be on either pole during the match. Shoe Baby, Dutch Mantel's whip in one corner. The cat o' nine tails of Dirty White Boy in the other corner. Wednesday night in Evansville. Be there for the action. Soul Taker, you've got your a battle against Rick Morton in Evansville Wednesday night.
Ricky Morton, are you stupid? You're a sawed-off little man. You've been listening to too much rock and roll. You want to fight the Soul Taker? There is no law. I am the world champion, brother, and you're not going to take it away from me.
Dirty White Boy, somebody's going to get whipped Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not going to argue with this big man because he is the world's champion. This Wednesday night, man, everything's coming about. Everything's breaking loose. We got Chris Champion going against Mike Davis. Well, Champion, you should have never stepped over that line and then finally at last. Dutch, it's plain and simple, brother. There's going to be two poles, one in each corner. On one pole, Shoe Baby. The other pole, the cat o' nine tails. Well, I'm going to crawl up that pole, bring Shoe Baby down, tie you up, and then I'm going to bring a dirty white girl in, and she's going to get this cat o' nine tails, and she's going to whoop you like the mangy old hairy dog that you are. That's Wednesday night, baby.
Dutch Mantel has already picked up a win against a very tough Keith Eric here today. T.D. Steele standing in the ring right now, awaiting his opponent, the CWA heavyweight champion, headed for the ring right now. We're talking about the Dirty White Boy, his valet, the Dirty White Girl. Yeah, I see the belt. I just said you're the CWA heavyweight champion, no doubt about it. You got the belt. He won it in a tournament. He's been able to hold on to it, the Dirty White Boy. Hands the belt out of the ring to his valet, the Dirty White Girl. T.D. Steele waiting for him across the way. Referee Jerry Calhoun is there to say, if you're ready, let's get it underway. T.D. Steele, Dirty White Boy. CWA heavyweight title is not at stake in this match. Dirty White Boy with a forearm across the back. T.D. Steele back into the ropes, fired across the way. Whoa, ducks under this time. Presses the Dirty White Boy down to the mat. The Dirty White Boy immediately back up on his feet. Dirty White Boy with a big weight advantage here over T.D. Steele. About 30 pounds or more, I would say. No, T.D. Steele uses his size to advantage, though, as he leaps over the Dirty White Boy. But now he pays for it as the Dirty White Boy kicking him with a boot. Fist to the top of the head. T.D. Steele hits the mat. And the CWA heavyweight champion sits down on him with that big upper leg. Count of one. Whoa, Dirty White Boy breaks the cover at the one count. He's not through with him yet. And again, as we have seen him do in other matches, not content apparently just to win a match, wants to hurt somebody. Prove he can do it. There's a cover one. Oh, he breaks it again. Yeah, acting like Dirty White Girl had something to say. And what did you say, he says, and breaks the cover once again. T.D. Steele taking more punishment here. An upper arm by the Dirty White Boy as Steele came off the ropes. Big open-handed slap across the chest. T.D. Steele in trouble. Here he comes out of the ring, down on the floor. Look out, Dirty White Girl. Well, that whip. Popping him with it, and Dirty White Boy now out here on the floor. Steele on the apron. Referee trying to get him back in the ring instead of fighting on the floor. Steele. Victim of a reverse neck breaker. Boy, when Dirty White Boy puts that on an opponent, there is just not much continuing. Let's see if he'll make the cover stick. No, he just barely got the one count started, and then he breaks it. Disgusting. That's all I can say. There again, a second reverse neck breaker from the Dirty White Boy. T.D. Steele just lying there in the ring. This time he doesn't even try for a cover. He just picks him up, fires him into the rope. Power slam by the Dirty White Boy. T.D. Steele pretty well out of it here. Dirty White Boy says, come on, get up. He does, on his feet. Give him a B for bravery anyway. There's a cover again. 1, 2, and this time he makes it stick for a 3 count. And the Dirty White Boy in the non-title match here with a win over T.D. Steele. 2 minutes, 54 seconds the time, 2:54, and the Dirty White Boy gets the victory. Well, I want to get the dirty white boy over here just for a moment. He's, well, while you're showing off for the fans and all of that, we've got a piece of videotape, you and Dutch Mantell. I'd like you to take a look at it, and then we'll get some comments when we come back.
Mantell just ducked. The white boy just hit the ring pole with his chest. Now Mantell going to work on the dirty white boy. Just runs him right into that ring railing. Goes the white boy back up into the ring. Mantell up in here. He's fired up and ready to go after that CWA title. Mantell putting the white boy into the rope. Dutch moves out of the way as the white boy wants to give him a boot. Mantell just runs the white boy's head right down into the canvas. Levels the white boy again. Dutch being thrown into the ropes. Dutch the elbow. Catches the white boy with a nice flying press. Things are the one. The white boy with his feet up on that rope over there. The white boy with his feet elevated in the air. Holding Dutch Mantell's shoulders down to the mat. Retains the CWA heavyweight title. Dutch Mantell going after the dirty white boy now. The match is already over. Mantell outside the ring. Still not satisfied. Working over the dirty white boy. Sends the white boy down to the canvas. Mantell gets ready to fire up. There's a white girl coming in from behind. Once Mantell throws sauce right in the eyes of Mantell. Now Mantell down as the white boy goes to work on Mantell. Just whipping on Dutch Mantell in the middle of the ring after the white girl threw sauce, some type of substance, right into the eyes of Dutch Mantell. King Cobra coming out now as Dutch's bullwhip. There's Dutch the bullwhip. And there stands Dutch Mantell with the whip going after the dirty white boy.
Well, Mantell and Shoe Baby evened that one up real quickly, I'd say.
Well, you know, that just goes to show what kind of man Dutch Mantell is. Because, Mantell, you couldn't accept the fact that you got beat 1, 2, 3. So then what do you do, Dave? He comes out and he wants to jump me from behind. I done got my arm raised in the air. I still got the title, and I'm going back to the dressing room. But no, he wants to come out and jump me from behind and then continue. So the white girl was just looking after my best interest to get a crazy man off my back. Like I said, he jumped me from behind. So Dutch Mantell, you brought out Shoe Baby. Or you had somebody bring Shoe Baby out. And you think you're big and bad with that whip. Well, he come up with a little idea. Put a pole in this corner. Put a pole in this corner. On top of this pole is going to be Shoe Baby. On top of this pole is going to be the cat of nine tails. Now, Mantell, you done felt the taste of leather once, big boy. So I tell you what I'm going to do. After I get through beating your brains out right in the middle of the ring, I'm going to climb up and I'm going to get Shoe Baby. I'm going to come right back down. I'm going to wrap it around your throat. And then I'm going to hang you with your own Shoe Baby. And then I'm going to get this cat of nine tails, brother, and I'm going to whoop 30 pounds of hair off you, boy. By the time I get through whipping on you, you're going to be a smoking. If you know what I mean, Dave.
I hear what you're saying. It is going to be a double pole match. Shoe Baby on one pole, this whip on the other pole, and that's the way it's going to be.
Exactly, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So Dutch Mantell, come on. Dave, we'll see you later, brother.
All right, we'll see what happens in the match. We'll see you right back here in just a moment.
Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, one of the biggest cards you'll ever see. Triple main event action. Let's run it down. Axel Riggins, Frankie Lancaster against the New York Brawler and Kevin Dillinger in the opening match. Then, superstar Bill Dundee will take on newcomer Hoss Deaton. Wildside Chris Champion will battle RPM Mike Davis. You'll see today on television why this match has come about. The Mask versus the Mask. There must be a winner, as the imposter Freddy will take on the original Freddy. The loser must unmask in the middle of the ring in Evansville Wednesday night. Plus, the Unified World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. The newly crowned champion is the Soul Taker. He'll have a tough challenge against the Rock and Roll Express's own Rick Morton. And the main event, the Battle of the Dirties. The whips will be on the pole. Dirty White Boy with his cat o' nine tails, and that will be on one pole. In the other corner, Dutch Mantell and Shoe Baby his whip. The man that gets the whip gets to use it. What action. Big matches. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Be there.
For the king, Jerry Lawler. Jerry has lost the Unified World title. Still the king, but no longer the champion. As it comes out here, we want to maybe get him to say a few words about the situation, bring us up to date, and we'll take a look at some of the action that's led up to all of this. King, as I said, I know these are not happy times for you without that belt.
No, they're not. They're not, Dave. But what I think I've got this all figured out. And if we could do this today, I know we have a little film recap. I'd like to show everybody exactly how I lost the Unified World Heavyweight Championship, and then show them once again how I was just about to regain it and what happened again. And then I want to ask a very special guest to come out here and join us. But first, if we could watch this little recap. Would that be all right?
Sure.
Soul Taker coming up behind Lawler, just leveled Lawler. Nate the Rat just jabbed him in the throat with that cane. As Dutch Mantell in here, after Nate the Rat lands the cane across the back of the Soul Taker. As everyone's outside the ring now, all the lumberjacks tangling up outside the ring. Dutch Mantell in here for a little payback as Lawler holds the Soul Taker up. The Soul Taker ducked and missed. Dutch Mantell just nailed Lawler with the cane. And the Soul Taker just clotheslined Dutch Mantell as the Soul Taker with a pin cover. 2, 3, that's it. Frank Morrell.
Well, that's how the belt was lost. This is the rematch now.
Into that turnbuckle, delivering those big knees into the midsection. Just clubs Lawler right across the back of the head. The Soul Taker picking Lawler up. Just carrying him around the ring and just drives him right down into the canvas. Soul Taker sending Lawler into the turnbuckle, coming in after him, but Lawler catches him with a front and puts him down on the canvas. Lawler looking good. Going to work on the Soul Taker over there in the corner. Frank Morrell trying to tell him to get those fists open. Morrell again warning Lawler about it. Lawler just ducked out of the way, leveled Frank Morrell. Morrell hit that floor on the outside of the ring as Lawler just rolled the Soul Taker up. His shoulders are pinned. Nathaniel Whitlock in here as Lawler picks him up, gives him a big uppercut. Just nailed him right in that nose there. The Soul Taker up and misses with a roundhouse right as Lawler takes the Soul Taker down for a pin cover. His shoulders are pinned. The Dirty White Boy coming in here from the outside. Working over Lawler now. As Lawler just had the Soul Taker pinned. Had the match won. And in comes the Dirty White Boy. As now the both of them working on Lawler. Dutch Mantell coming in here and leveling Nathaniel Whitlock. Goes in there with the cane. And now Dutch Mantell in there. Going to work on the Dirty White Boy. And the Soul Taker Mantell just sent the White Boy up and over the top rope. As Lawler in there with a pin cover again on the Soul Taker. Frank Morrell getting up at ringside. The bell has just been rung. Frank Morrell has just awarded the match to the Soul Taker because he just saw Dutch Mantell in the ring and said that's going to be outside interference, and has called for the bell and disqualified the King. The Soul Taker walking out of here again with the Unified World Heavyweight title. And Spring Morrell, who was out on the floor, got back up in the ring, and when he saw the action, Dutch Mantell was standing there with a cane in his hand as the King had the Soul Taker pinned.
Now, I hope that everybody paid very close attention to that. And one person that I know is watching this on a monitor in the back, and I would like for him to come out here once again. I asked him to come out last week. If I could get Dutch Mantell to just maybe make an appearance out here for just 1 second. As I said, Dave, I think I've got this all figured out. I think I realize exactly what is going on now and maybe a way to remedy this situation. Dutch, could you come on out here for just a second? Oh, yeah.
Well,
let's hear it for Dutch.
Dutch can speak for himself, but, well, I'll let him do that.
All right, I'm out here. All right, you're out here.
I'm out here.
Now, let me ask you something, Dutch.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you one thing. Tell me to stay your business.
No, oh, wait a minute. Before you start this is what I was going to say. Don't take my lines, Dutch, because you see, I was going to ask you, do you not remember last week? Did anybody happen to see the TV show last week? Did I not I could have sworn I was standing about right here, and you were standing about right there, and Bill Dundee was standing about right there. No, you're fine. I just want to refresh your memory, Dutch. Do you remember me telling you or asking you to stay out of my matches, stay out of my business? Did I say that or not?
Yeah, you said
Was I imagining that?
No, you wasn't imagining. You told me, and I remember it.
And yet, it seems I just watched on a monitor not more than 20 or 30 seconds ago me in a match with the Soul Taker, with the World Heavyweight Championship at stake, and I look up, I've got the man pinned, I look up, and who do I see standing in the ring, and who does the referee see standing in the ring? And naturally, he disqualifies me. Who do you see standing there, Dutch?
Did you call me out here trying to embarrass me or something?
No, I'm not
trying to. Call me out here
I called
for?
you out here to ask you a simple question. Who did he see standing there?
He saw me standing there. And there's the reason why I was standing there.
Well, you know what? That's
White boy
why I called you out here. I want to hear the reason.
Kick your brains out. They were kicking your brains out, Lawler, and I come out because white boy just tore me up with that cat of nine tails. And I wasn't in no mood to play with a white boy. I wasn't. The white boy brought me in there.
Did I ask you? Did I make it clear? I mean, could you not read my lips? Did I ask you to stay out of my match? Did I say, I don't care if I'm covered with blood from head to toe. I don't care what they're doing to me. Please stay out of my match. I know I said that, Dutch, but yet I look up, and who do I see standing there? Dutch Mantell. Now, as I said, Dutch, no, I didn't call you out here to embarrass you. I called you out here because I think I figured this out. You know, I watched that tape of you. I watched a tape of you and the Dirty White Boy wrestling a while ago, and you're trying to win the CWA Heavyweight Championship, right? Right. And I saw you out there. You're pulling your straps down, and you're doing this. Now, where'd you get that move from, Dutch? Huh? Well, no, okay. We know where you got it. Yeah, okay. You're pulling your strap down, and you're trying to win the CWA Championship. Now, that's fine and good, but I know why you're trying to do that, Dutch. Because you know that the CWA Heavyweight Champion is the #1 contender for that world title. You know that, don't you?
Since you brought it up, yes, you are correct. You should be a detective, Lawler.
Yeah, I
you
know.
would solve every murder they ever had.
Calm
you
down,
can figure
Dutch.
it all out.
Calm down. Don't get excited. Let me just explain something to you. I know that what you're thinking in your mind was, you're thinking, as long as Jerry Lawler has that World Heavyweight Championship, you're probably not going to get a shot at it. Because you're thinking the promoters don't like to book a guy that the fans like against another guy that the fans like. That's what you're thinking, right? So what you figured out, you'll go in there and you'll get me in a match with the Soul Taker, and you'll cause me to lose that title. You'll get the belt on the Soul Taker, and you'll get to wrestle him. You don't think you're going to get a shot at it when I got the belt. And so then you get that done, you let the Soul Taker win the belt, and then I get a rematch and you say, oh my gosh, Lawler's fixing to win that belt back. Now, what can I do? You sit back in the back. You know, I told you.
You think I got this all planned out?
Yeah.
You think I've sat back in a little cubicle back in the dressing room and figured it all out, right?
I know.
That's what you're trying. That's what you're leading up to.
I know that's a lot to expect out of a guy like you, Dutch, but yes, That is exactly what I think you got to do. I told you. I told you, Dutch. I had a big fat fireball with the Soul Taker's name on it. You didn't even let me get a chance to use it. You wanted to make sure I got disqualified before I could do the Soul Taker in. And you did it. You got the job done.
You know what you'd like to do right now?
What?
You'd like to slap me, wouldn't you? You'd like to haul off and just slap me, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't like to slap
you would.
Dutch.
You know what I'd like to do?
What?
I'd like to slap you because your attitude, I'm getting about sick and tired of your attitude, Lawler. Now, I said it last week. You rode that crest for a long time. Now, if you think I got any designs on anything else other than my own personal business, then you're wrong. And you better be backing up, and you better be watching that tongue in that mouth, and you better be keeping a civil tongue in your head. Now, I'm not going to tell you again.
Well, look, Dutch, let me just say this. I got...
Right here, huh?
First of all, Dutch, a guy like you don't tell me anything. You might ask me something, but you can't tell me anything. Because as the old saying goes, I've forgotten more about wrestling than you'll ever know. I am the world heavyweight and have been the world heavyweight champion and still should be if it wasn't for you. You have never been a world heavyweight champion. You're not even a CWA heavyweight champion, and that's what's eating at you, Dutch. Why don't you admit it? These people can understand that.
Okay.
Everybody wants to strive to be the best. Everybody wants to climb the mountain. Everybody wants to be on top. I'm sure you do, too. Why don't you just admit it?
Okay.
You're just going about it the wrong way. That's
Okay,
all.
I'm going to tell you one thing right now. You want me to sell your business, correct?
Exactly what I want.
From now on out, if you get your brains kicked out that ring, Lawler, don't look for me to come in and help you. Don't look for nobody else because I think you've made yourself perfectly clear. You don't want no help, so I won't give you any. And by the same token, I doubt if you're going to help me anyway. But if you had some compassion about you at all, if I'm down, I don't want you coming and helping me. And as far as I'm concerned, conversation ended here.
Conversation ended. You see, Dave, some people you just have to deal with a little bit differently. Some people, you just have to drive that point home a little bit harder than others. Dutch is that way. It's no fault against Dutch that he is just a little bit thick-headed. He's just a little bit stubborn. I just had to finally make my point clear, and I think from now on, Dutch Mantell will stay out of my business. That's all I'm asking. All I want is for people to leave me alone, let me do what I do best, and that's win titles and beat people. And without any outside interference, I'll beat the Soul Taker, I'll get the World Heavyweight Championship belt back, and then, Dutch, I'll give you a shot at it. Don't worry about it, brother. It can all be worked out. Okay, Dave? That's simple as that.
Okay. Well, we got three folks in the ring right now. We've got the Kelly brothers, Bobby and Donnie, and also Tim Hall. Handicap match coming up here. It's going to be 3 against 1 as the big Soul Taker, the World Unified Champion, climbs into the ring to go against all 3 of them.
That man is an animal. That's exactly what he's an animal.
Well, those aren't my words. That's the words of his manager, Nate the Rat, Nathaniel Whitlock, the appointed manager by Larry Sharp.
The Soul Taker is going to annihilate Jerry Lawler.
Well, now that remains to be seen. Better pay attention to the business at hand here. He's got 3 people he's got to beat here today.
Define the word annihilate for these rednecks out here. Define the word.
I don't think I have to define the word for him. I think everybody knows what annihilate means. But
I'm glad you agree with me, Dave.
boy, talk about twisted logic. A big slam on Donnie Kelly. Bobby Kelly now down on the mat. Tim Hall back up on his feet. Soul Taker backs him into the corner. Bobby Kelly from behind. Soul Taker with a big broad sweep of the forearm knocks him down. Tim Hall dropped on top of him. Donnie Kelly knocked down. Now the Soul Taker presses a cover on 2 of them. Count is 2. This one's over. Wow, 1:14 seconds, 3 against 1 in a handicap match, and the Soul Taker wins it. World Unified Champion in a non-title handicap match, demonstrating some of that power that he has, though, and the size. About 6'9" is how big this guy comes in. Nathaniel Whitlock, his manager, with the World Unified belt over his shoulder, ushers him out of the ring area here. Now Donnie Kelly trying to help Tim Hall and Bobby Kelly out of the ring. to get out of the action. I think I'm Chris Champion and Mike Davis right now. Mike, of course, the rock and roll RPM. Chris, a lot of the crowd been asking me, and I'm wondering, too. I think we all are.
I want to ask you, have you seen Ronnie Gossett?
That's what I was going to ask. Where is Ronnie P. Gossett?
I'm going to tell you where Ronnie P. Gossett is. Before I'm going to tell you, my brother called me from my mother's house. He's down to visit her. My mother told my brother that she hadn't received any of the letters that we've sent her, or any of the money that we sent half our check to our mother so she can help along, you know, pay bills and stuff.
Talking about Mark, right?
Yeah, my brother Mark. So I went to Ronnie, looked at him in the eye, and asked him, Ronnie, what about it? Where is the money? Where is the cards and letters we've been sending? He looked me in the eye, and he said, Chris, your mother's a liar. And that's why Ronnie Gossett isn't here right now, because he's laying in a hospital bed. Because if you want to mess with my brother, Ronnie Gossett, you mess with my brother. You want to mess with me, that's fine, but you don't mess with my mother. Nobody messes with my mother. So I am through with Ronnie Gossett and his kind. And Ronnie Gossett, if you ever get out of that hospital bed, I'm going to put you right back in there. Because you do not mess with my mother or my kind. I'm done with it.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I happen to think a lot of Ronnie Gossett. And you ought to be down on your knees kissing his shoes for everything he's done for you, Chris Champion, because you were a big nothing without Ronnie Gossett. And if Ronnie Gossett said your mother's a liar, your mother is a liar. And what I don't think I ought to have anything to do with you. I don't think I ought to be your partner. And what I'm going to do is get in that ring right now and show you a lesson in humility because you are nothing.
Mike Davis rolling into the ring. Chris Champion not backing up from him. And we've got ourselves an unscheduled match here. These guys were supposed to be partners coming out here today. Champion with a great drop kick. And another one, and Mike Davis hits the mat. Up on his feet, Chris Champion rolls him down there. Champion sets the high kick, and Mike Davis out of the ring. Mike Davis challenged Chris Champion, and now Davis says, I've had enough. He's leaving. Count of 10. That's it. This match is over. Chris Champion has the victory in what had been an unscheduled match. Supposed to be his partner, Mike Davis.
I said it before, Dave Brown. I've had it with Ronnie Gossett and any of his kind or anybody that has anything to do with him. If you do, you deal with me.
All right, Chris, you've proved your point right here against Mike Davis. There's no doubt about it. So, Chris walks out with a victory over his former partner, I suppose, Mike Davis, in a challenge for Ronnie P. Gossett. We'll be back.
Wednesday night, the CWA Evansville Coliseum. Listen to this card. Axel Riggins, Frankie Lancaster against the New York Brawler and Kevin Dillinger. Superstar Bill Dundee battles newcomer Hoss Deaton. Wildside Chris Champion gets his shot at RPM Mike Davis. The Battle of the Mask. There must be a winner. Loser will unmask in the middle of the ring as Freddie takes on the imposter Freddie. Loser will unmask in the ring. World Unified Heavyweight Championship on the line. Soul Taker puts the belt up against the Rock and Roll Express's own Ricky Morton. Then the Battle of the Dirties. The whips will be on the poles in either corner. Dirty Dutch Mantell will have Shoe Baby up on a pole in his corner. The Cat of Nine Tails and the Dirty White Boy in the other. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Tremendous action, Dutch. You got your work cut out.
Evansville, Indiana, my favorite town in all of the Hoosier State. It's going to be a big rock falling in Evansville Wednesday night. And White Boy, I'm talking about you, because I don't take kindly to getting hit with a Cat of Nine Tails because there's no match for Shoe Baby. Shoe Baby will stop a 1,200-pound bull, and I think it'll stop a 230-pound wrestler dead in his tracks. Wednesday night's going to be a big night. We're going to find out who Freddie, the imposter, is, or Freddie. We're going to see his face. We're going to see if the Soul Taker can hang on to that world's title. And White Boy, I'm going to take you and I'm going to strap you. And White Girl, if you get in the way, you're going to get a dose of it too. Wednesday night in Evansville.
Wildside Chris Champion and the Rock and Roll Express's Rick Morton had these words for Championship Wrestling.
All right, Evansville, believe it or not, baby, because I'm going to shock the wrestling world. I'm going to shock Jerry Lawler. I'm going to shock Dutch Mantell, because I'm going to be the new world heavyweight champion. I know, Soul Taker, baby, you are bad to the bone,
but you hadn't met up with me yet, brother. I want to show you what quickness can do. And I want to say something to Mike Davis. You are going to be shocked too, baby.
That's right, Mike Davis. You just saw exactly what happened. You heard what happened to Ronnie Gossett. He's laying horizontal in the hospital. And you, my friend, are going to follow him because nobody calls my mother a liar and lives to brag about it, my friend.
Oh, we hope to have him in the ring, but Kevin Dillinger has stopped by, and no football this week, Kevin. It's a baseball.
Cheaters, cheaters, everybody's cheaters. Everybody here's cheaters. I could have won that match last week if that guy hadn't pulled my tie. So this week, come on out here, everybody. I got a man to watch my back just to watch my back. And you talking about my baseball glove here? I could have been a great baseball player. Matter of fact, I was a great baseball player.
You were a great football player and baseball. Pro style.
Pro style. That's a pro glove. It's a pro ball. I can throw a ball at 112 miles an hour.
Oh, come on.
They wouldn't let me in the minor league because I kept hurting the pitcher. Bam! Knock him out. Boom! He's
All right, so you...
Wrestling's my first love. Today, right here, who's this in the ring?
That's Axel Riggins and Frankie the Thumper Lancaster.
Okay, them boys are going to take a good butt whooping.
Well,
I'm climbing the ring. I'm climbing the success ladder right today.
Ladder of success starts today. Started last week and he failed. He lost last week. Did not get anywhere on the ladder of success. Talking about Kevin Dillinger. Claimed to be one of the great football players of all time, recruited by UCLA, University of Tennessee, Alabama, Notre Dame. But turned him down because his first love is wrestling. And yet, as we have pointed out, he has not been happy about the fact that we pointed out, but he has not won a match since he's been in the CWA. Kevin Dillinger with Rooster Cogburn as his partner here today, going against the team of Frankie the Thumper Lancaster, returning to the CWA. And our first look here today on TV at Axel Riggins, his partner. Riggins and Lancaster, fine-looking team. Lancaster, we know, can wrestle. We've seen him before. Kevin Dillinger says, today we're going to get a victory. We're going to start climbing the ladder of success in the CWA. Oh. Still a ways away from the ladder, looks like. As Riggins, looking mighty good, moving around that ring. Has the advantage, and again he has the advantage on Kevin Dillinger. Twist up on that left arm. Over to the corner, Frankie Lancaster. The Thumper out of Tampa, Florida in here. Riggins wrestles out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Frankie out of Tampa. Kevin Dillinger got it going. Frankie Lancaster with a nice, flip right into the rope. Dillinger hit hard on the upper part of his back. As Lancaster really had him high in the air. This time Dillinger's going to try it, but Lancaster catches himself. The crowd loved it. Boss Winters not happy at all. Winters out here in the corner, a rooster. And sent him. Dillinger turned over again to Axel Riggins. Dillinger reverses the armbar. Look at Riggins, just flipping to get it untwisted, and then puts a double twist on the left arm. Before firing Kevin Dillinger into the rope, there's a cover after the drop kick. Count of one, but Rooster Cogburn jumps in and breaks it up before the count of three. Riggins with another good move. And Kevin Dillinger is on the mat. And Boss Winters screaming over in the corner. He pulled his stuff. That's what Dillinger claims happened last week. That's not the case, but that's what he claims anyway. As Dillinger is 0 for lifetime in the CWA. Lancaster, Axel Riggins with a double upper arm. Riggins out. Lancaster with a cover and a count of 1.5 before Rooster Cogburn again jumps in there to break it up. Rooster celebrating with Boss Winter on their success. As Brewster was, in fact, successful in preventing Kevin Dillinger from being pinned. There's a cover count of 2. Only a 2 count, though. Dillinger able to break out as Brewster was on the way in to help out again. Tag has been made. Kevin Dillinger not successful so far in his attempt to begin climbing the ladder of success. Brewster Cogburn, let's see what kind of luck he has against tough Frankie Lancaster and his partner Axel Riggins. Lancaster nailed him in the top of the head there. Now Dillinger comes wandering in. All 4 of them in the ring right now. Got them all going in the tag team action. Riggins working on Kevin Dillinger. Oh, Dillinger tries to reverse it. Riggins powers out of the corner. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Dillinger is pinned by Axel Riggins. Look out, here's Mike Davis in here, nailing Lancaster and Riggins from behind. Mike Davis interfering. And now Dillinger, Brewster Cogburn, and Mike Davis working on Axel Riggins. They run him into a clothesline. Lancaster grabs a chair. That'll even things up a little bit as he heads back into the ring. And there go Mike Davis, Boss winner Kevin Dillinger, and Brewster Cogburn, and the ladder of success again has eluded would-be baseball superstar Kevin Dillinger. Lancaster and Riggins, a good victory here today. We'll be back with more of CWA action. We had here today. Boy, we had some good action, including this match with Frankie the Thumper Lancaster and Axel Riggins, his partner, defeating the team of Brewster Cogburn and Kevin Dillinger. Dillinger, by the way, still old for lifetime, and the CWA hasn't won a match. That was very interesting. As Lancaster and Riggins left the ring, the reception they got from the fans, all the youngsters wanted to shake their hands, and they took time to do that. And then just before they made their exit back to the dressing area, they turned and thanked the fans for their support. I thought nice gesture on their part, and it's good to have them here as a tag team in the CWA. I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more from them in the weeks to come. Dutch Mantell, boy, I tell you, he was in here today against Keith Eric. We have said it many times over the recent years, and that is that Keith Eric doesn't have a great one-loss record. But, boy, he has gone against some of the toughest wrestlers anywhere in the world, and he has held his own many, many times. Well, he held his own here today. Dutch Mantell, the favorite going in, and did, in fact, win the match. But Keith Eric gave him quite a battle for a little over 5 minutes before the Dutchman got the victory. Dirty White Boy over T.D. Steele. No real problem for Dirty White Boy in this one. T.D. Steele was just outmatched and outsized by the Dirty White Boy. And, of course, you add Dirty White Girl and that cat of nine tails in the corner. She got involved, too, as Steele was thrown out of the ring at one point. So you put all that together, Dirty White Boy in a non-title match with a victory. He is still the CWA heavyweight champion, by the way. Soul Taker in a handicap match. He had gone in handicap matches before, 2 against 1 here on TV, but today it was 3 against 1. Well, we have said how impressive this guy is, how huge he is at 6'9", and he is just tremendously strong, and he defeated 3 of them today. You had the Kelly brothers, Bobby and Don. Neither of them are small. Don especially has a good size. Tim Hall also was their partner, but the 3 of them were no match for the big, powerful Soul Taker out of that New Jersey monster factory of Larry Sharp. Then, he, by the way, still has the World Unified title. Chris Champion in a quickly scheduled match as Mike Davis, who was to have been his partner today, challenged him when Champion was putting down Ronnie P. Gossett, ended up with Champion getting the victory. Then Lancaster and Riggins got the win over Brewster Cogburn and Kevin Dillinger, as Dillinger is still winless. Boy, I tell you what, it was a good day. We expect another one next week. We'll be expecting to see you right there beside the television set, too. Until then, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.
Taker, both working on him. Lawler's up around the ring. Oh, wait a minute. He's headed for the gate. Lawler is leaving the cage. Lawler is leaving the wrestling area, leaving Dutch Mantell by himself.